What is going on to you Cancer crabs out there? So you have the Eight of Wands, the Seven of Wands, the Queen of Swords, the Strength, Magician, Page of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, King of Cups, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Ten of Swords. Okay, so what I'm seeing here for a lot of you Cancers is you Cancer crabs, right? Okay, so the Eight of Wands, the Seven of Wands, this whole reading is about you Cancer crabs needing to get over some sort of past issue that you have, or you had, or you still may currently have that you're working through, so that you can actually be in a functional relationship with somebody else. And why it is I'm saying that is because the Eight of Wands, right? Even though technically this is a fire card, right? Because it does have wands on it. This is still coming to you through the way of air. So it's a form of communication, right? It's a form of direct communication. How a person is communicating to you. It's almost like, excuse me, it's almost like having a fireside chat where the person is very much so straight to the point, no sugarcoating, no chaser. They telling you what it is in your face. And the Seven of Wands represents, this was very difficult. You had to work to get to this point. But the thing about it is that the Queen of Swords, right? The Queen of Swords normally represents kind of being a person that is very much so ready and cautious for whomever and whatever. But the situation is that that's the Strength and the Magician in this particular reading for you represents you. So it's like the difficulties, right? The Queen of Swords, this represents like the difficulties that you've had being in a situation with them where you, I should say more so really yourself, where it's you versus you. And a lot of you Cancer crabs understand that better now. Like, okay, part of the reason why a lot of you, may have had difficulties, even trying to date now, currently today, is because of the fact that you still think that people are trying, that are deliberately out to do this to you. And truth be told, some people are, but this is the risk that we take when it comes to getting to know other people. Listen, this is what it is, right? Being with someone is a risk. You have to make yourself be in a position where you trust them enough to actually know, your experiences, know things about you that most people wouldn't. That in on itself is a risk. And this is why it is that I say that, people who play games, they're really not ready to date at all. They really shouldn't even be dating at all. They should really be out here dealing with their own issues, for real, because they don't seem to really understand that not only are they not ready, but they don't seem to understand that their past faults, their follies, whatever they are, whatever it is, it's causing a problem now for them in current time. And a lot of you Cancer crabs are really having this self-reflection, really understanding that, you really do have to change certain things about yourselves, and that the issues that you're having is ultimately with yourself. Because the Strength card is about the ego in this particular reading, right? Leo, ego. It's about the ego in this particular reading, right? And how it is that you, the real you, perceives it. But the Queen of Swords represents how is, if you put it together and you create a bigger picture, this is what it looks like. It looks like you Cancer crabs are ready to put the lion down, in the sense that you're ready to manage the lion. You're ready to understand that if the lion, which is your ego, can't be, managed, then you'll have to do a lot. You'll have to challenge yourself in another way in order for you to simmer down that ego. And it's very true, right? And a lot of you Cancer crabs may be asking yourselves, what ego? You know what I mean? Like, I'm a Cancer. I'm trying to make sure that I don't get hurt. That's a form of ego too. That's a form of ego too. Why? Because you're making this delusional story in your, because it's delusion, but you're making this, and we all have them, but we have to learn to get over them. But you're making this delusional story in your head of why you need to protect yourself. I told y'all, you Cancers got it bad. Y'all got it very bad. Y'all act like y'all are covered by a shell, and you are. But when it comes to people who really see what time it is, people understand that y'all are, you gotta deal with, you got a hole in your heart. You gotta deal with your personal baggage. You do. Because some people treat you like trash. And like I said before, you got people who will love you out here. You know what I mean? The person who my sister is with is a Cancer crab. I ain't gotta lie. You know, I've known plenty of you Cancer crabs, either in passing or I've known you personally, gotten a chance to know y'all on a personal basis. A lot of y'all don't want to get hurt, but y'all don't put yourselves out there. That's the catch-22. Y'all are so preoccupied, like I've been trying to tell y'all, with getting hurt and people running game on y'all to the point where y'all don't actually go out and even engage with people who have shown you that they rock with you the long way. They like you. Y'all will throw them up underneath the bus, call yourselves not even hanging out with these people just to keep yourselves safe from people that with no intention of even throwing you up underneath the bus in the first place. And then, so what happens? The Page of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands represents, you understand how much of a problem this is becoming. And how it is that you Cancer crabs need to understand that if you don't get this up underneath control, it can squander your future relationships. And you're absolutely right. You Cancer crabs are not stupid. Y'all are absolutely correct. It can and it will. And I guarantee you that it will. Because when you're dating somebody, you're not just dating the physical body. You're also thinking about their psyche. You're also dating their psyche. You're dating how they think, how their perception, how they perceive and view the world card. That's what it is that you're dating also. And a lot of times when your perception is screwed up or it's dysfunctional, it's delusional, regardless of whoever you are, Cancer crab, no Cancer crab, the way that it's going to come off dysfunctionally. The way that you interact with people will be dysfunctional. And the thing about it is that the Page of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands, y'all are starting to really understand that you have to bring to the table more than your fears. Because Cancer crab runs off of fear. And make no mistake, y'all know how to be resourceful with that fear, that survival instinct. But y'all got to get to a point in y'all lives where y'all stop making decisions based off of stupidly just trying to survive. You got to thrive. See, y'all not getting it. Y'all are really not getting it. Cancer crabs, or the crab, regardless of what species the crab is a crustacean. It's meaning a shellfish. Crustacean or a shellfish or a fish covered with an exoskeleton shell is, and I want y'all to understand what it is I'm saying, and I want y'all to get out of your ego with this. A crustacean, which includes a crab, which what y'all are, is the most, or I should say one of the most successful organisms on Earth. Now, if you still catching horrors off of trying to survive, something wrong with you. Because what I'm trying to tell you is you're going to live and thrive and survive better if you get off of the excessive worrying. Now, should you still be worrying? Yeah, that's within each and every single one of us, of course. But not to the point where it becomes a serious problem. And see, this is what a lot of you Cancer crabs should be understanding. The King of Cups now represents, so now that you're moving forward with this, with your life, you're choosing to move forward actively, and you're going to try and you're going to actually do the work. The Eight of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords now represent, so since this is the case, the Eight of Pentacles represents you will work on yourselves. You will work on that trauma that you felt. Very good. So let's clarify some of these cards here for you. Let's clarify the Ten of Swords now for you. So this is you Cancer crabs making serious progress. So to clarify the Ten of Swords, we have the Page of Cups, the Justice, the Empress, the Ten of Pentacles, right? The Page of Cups represents the delusion. You realize that there is a problem. You realize that there is a form of delusion with you, or there was in the past, where you deluded yourself into really perceiving that you didn't deserve love. Because trying to get people away from you all the time, especially the people that have your best interest in mind, is also a part of the mentality that you don't perceive other people being truthful. Yeah. Oh, you don't perceive other people as being truthful with you or being direct enough with you when they're trying to show you some love. Tell the truth. The Justice and the Empress now represents, as a result, a lot of you Cancer crabs. So the way that you're going to approach relationships now, right, and in the future, a lot of you Cancer crabs will understand to not take, how do I say this? To get over certain traumas, but at the same time, you can't create a relationship with trying to be super protected. You have to get rid of some of that protection in order for you to be able to move, right? You know, is a crab totally covered in an exoskeleton? Well, for the most part, but the joints, the part of it where it bends, it's still, yes, even though it's covered, it's not as hard as the pinchers are, right? So there's parts of it, there's parts of the crab that is actually, even though it's covered in an exoskeleton, it's actually softer than other parts. And some parts are harder than other parts. Then you have the Ten of Pentacles. So a lot of you Cancer crabs are going to do that internal work, and you're gonna really make a transformation, and the transformation is going to be beautiful, because the transformation that the Cancer crabs make are very beautiful. If you've ever seen an oyster produce a pearl, very beautiful. And that's also another analogy to the Cancer crab. But that's pretty much it. For now, comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. I'm trying to make my YouTube channel grow to 10,000 subscribers by the end of June. Y'all already know. Right now, we're coming up on 6,900 subscribers. I can't tell y'all how beautiful a lot of y'all are. Really appreciate it, Cancer crabs. Shout outs to y'all. Smash the subscribe button, smash that like button, hit the notification bell, and set that notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop these videos.